Hop here. Hey y'all. So today I'm going to show a little bit of ideas on how you can organize stuff, whether it's craft supplies, school supplies, just whatever knickknacks and stuff you have lying around. I'm going to show you a couple of little inexpensive, simple ways that I'm able to do it, keep it organized, and ensure that if somebody else comes to use my space and stuff, they know exactly where it is and where it belongs so they can, inshallah, put it back where it goes when they're finished. Let's go. So I'm going to start with my labels. I don't have a label maker. Label makers are fantastic. I was able to use one for labeling all my flours because I have a lot of gluten-free flours and they're all very different. So I use a label maker for those and my spices because I get different jars to package them again. But you can get these inexpensive labels. There's some other ones. Somebody gave me some, so I had a bunch for free, and I was able to use that to mark on these boxes. I got this, I think I got this at Target for like 99 cents during the back to school. You've got to catch the back to school supplies. That's when they have them really good price. I went to the thrift store. The same exact box was $1.99. So a thrift store does not always mean it's going to be cheaper, nor dollar store, because the Dollar Tree, it's $1.25. I think everything's going up to $1.50 right now. But 99 cents back to school holds all my things in it. And because I have a shared space or people borrow my stuff, and I really don't like it when people forget to return things. So if you put your name like on tape, I wrote my name on the side of it so people can find it. Just remember to bring it back when they're done with it. Because I have a classroom and I have shared space, I also labeled all of my other supplies and things like that. Little things. This one I have to label. I haven't labeled it, but I have this little pack of drawers with paper clips and push pins. And so that's something I'm also going to label. And it's really helpful for the students, but also usually it's actually like adults who come in, they want to use my stuff, borrow my stuff, and they don't really know where to put it back. And I don't like the hot mess of stuff everywhere. On my shelves, what I've done is I've taken some masking tape, marked it on the shelf, and then put my little labels on it. So that way, when I have somebody needs to put everything back, they know exactly what shelf it goes on. It just makes it easier for me to go back through, find my stuff, keep it organized, and sorted. So here's an example of what I mean. I have my masking tape, and actually these kinds I got weren't sticking real well, so I had to use tape as well on them. So I have all of certain supplies listed on each shelf so that I can keep it organized. Of course, who doesn't love glitter? A lot of people, but I love it. And so it's good to have these little containers. These came with containers, but you can buy containers. I just have baggies for our crazy glitter that's loose, but if you can find little containers like that, it's really helpful as well. Another thing that was donated was this box that holds paper, so I have my different kinds of paper sorted and organized. If you're not somebody who has much paper, it may not have much use for you, but this is really, really useful for me to have to help keep my stuff a lot more organized. And as you can see how my shelves are, they're not perfect. They're not perfectly straight and organized, but at the same time, everything has its place where it belongs. It's easy to find it and easy to put it back where it goes. I want to say shout out to my students for their different ways of organizing. Some of these I actually had to help them organize. So they're kind of learning and discovering how would be the best way to organize their stuff so they can take it out and put it back where it goes. Some kids take all their stuff out, sort through it, and try to find what their book is every day. And other kids leave their books in the exact same spot they have. So this applies to everybody, not just kids, but adults, in being able to find where our stuff is and keep it organized. I have one last little tip, separate from organization, but kind of just helping you when you're a little bit frustrated. So here's a mental health tip. In our classroom, we have the box of feelings. And what this is a bunch of things you can feel. It's sensory items. So when you're feeling really frustrated or overwhelmed, and this has actually worked. I'm telling you, this worked. This works for me as an adult. It works for the kids. But I have my little squishies. I have big squishies. And I even have just erasers. Hard erasers that I have. Maybe some pop-its. Just little things so that we're working with them to be able to just kind of, it feels comfortable, it's relaxing and calming, it's the sensory, but then we're able to work through, process our feelings, calm down, we take deep breaths, and be able to get ourselves in a healthier state of mind, process the feelings we have so we can go tackle the next thing. And believe it or not, myself included, we have meltdowns over organization for cubby holes, and our books are everywhere or my supplies are everywhere, and it's really overwhelming. But ever since I labeled all the boxes and I put stuff back where it goes, the students put it back, and they can see where the label is. They put the thing back where it goes when somebody else comes in the classroom or they come to my house, because I do have a lot of stuff labeled. I'm not gonna lie, especially like files. I even have files organized, or my tool, like a toolbox. My dad, maybe I'll show you guys what his workshop looks like, but he has everything labeled. Either he wrote the label or when he finally bought a label maker, everything is super organized, but it's amazing because you can go in and you're like, I need this one specific type of screw. He has a jar and it's labeled and you can find it, and you're not having to dig through this hot mess of like work. And it doesn't have to be expensive. I'll show you what his looks like, and you'll get an idea of other frugal ways you can start to organize things. All of my gluten-free flours and stuff, they're in glass jars. I've saved pickle jars. I like glass ones, and I've saved just anything that I had that was a glass jar, or maybe I bought some from the store, usually the thrift store, because that's where I tend to find the best deals for glass and ceramic jars to be able to hold all my different flours. Tape on the little label. Maybe I used masking tape. Maybe I wrote with a Sharpie. I did find it's better though to have a label, because sometimes if you just write Sharpie on the container, it can rub off. So those are just a couple of little tips that I hope will be helpful for you with just trying to stay organized. Once you get it set there, you have a system, and it's one more thing that you don't have to worry about, and that's not tying you down on something. And you know what? If you want to have that one messy junk drawer, it's fine. But if everything is messy, it's absolute chaos, and you'll get frustrated trying to find the things that you need. So little simple things work smarter, not harder. Hey guys, Hoff here, and I have brought out all my glitter for my students today. And there's glitter now all over my classroom, all over myself, and I thought I would share with you the secret on how to get rid of glitter. Okay, you don't. Have a great glittery day.